Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. This video is based on the time I stole this bitch's bong and I almost got suspended because of it. And that's the craziest part of it, is that I almost got suspended for stealing a bong. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like if you enjoy. Check out the link in my description if you want to listen to me spit some bars on SoundCloud. And yeah, sit back, relax, and let's get into this. So, this took place a little over a year ago. There's a bit of a backstory to this whole incident, but I basically knew this bitch, and I used to go over to her place, usually with some homies, to smoke up. Now, I did this routine for a little bit, because it was just a super nice house, and I could smoke dope in there, so I wasn't complaining. And now, after a couple months of doing this, I got drunk as taint one day there, drank a bunch of fucking beer and coolers. I know, the pussy shit. I had a good time, but there was some fuck shit that happened. So, I was wearing this really nice Crooks baseball jersey over what I was wearing, and while I was drunk, I took off this jersey. So, when I left, I forgot it was there because I was drunk as taint. Then what occurred was I remembered I forgot I left it there the next day, so I messaged this bitch asking for my shit back, and she's like, I have no clue where it is, and I could just tell she was fucking lying because this bitch has thieved so much shit in the past, not necessarily from me, but from people I know and some of my friends. She's basically what we just call a conniving cunt. So I basically just kept asking for my shit back for like a week. She said she was going to look for it, but I knew that was bullshit because I literally left it in plain sight, right on the couch where anyone could see it. So basically, what happened was, this bitch saw this fairly expensive jersey and fucking hid it. To do what with? I have no idea. Maybe she wanted to sell it or something, I don't know. But yeah, I needed a plan. And a plan I had, Stan. One day at school, I'm with my homie. We pop an Adderall in the hallway, and we go back to class. Whole time, I'm doing fuckloads of work and figuring out this whole mission in my head. Multitasker, you know. End of school comes around, I meet up with my other homie. First plan was to go get some weed, because we were gonna pull up at their house and ask if they just wanted to chill and toke up, because in reality, we were gonna survey the inside where we smoked. Because since this bitch stole my jersey, I was going to steal her bong. That's just the way shit works with me. But I didn't know where they were, since the layout of the place had changed since we'd last partied there. So first, we meet up outside of school. We walk to this kid's house where we know he keeps his weed. We steal his weed because we had no dank kush and move on to the next part. We walk across town, up the highway all the way to this place, and we just walk right up to the front door and knock. And this bitch answers, so she looked hella spooked that we were there. Like, she probably assumed we were there to, like, tell her mom that she stole my shit or whatever. But when she found out that wasn't the case, we were in. So we went downstairs to go smoke, and then I was surveying, looking around, because from my previous knowledge, I knew this shit was down here, because they always kept their bongs downstairs where we smoked, but there was nothing here, so I was pretty confused. But for some reason, bitch goes outside and grabs her bong, and then asks if we just want to toke outside, and we're kind of just like, sure. We walk out the basement door, and boom! There's like 4 or 5 bongs right outside the door, a couple of which were new actually, so now the plan was for us to take all the bongs we could find, but some circumstances happened. So while we were toking, my friend's dad pulled up and basically had to bring him home because he was on some fuck shit, doing something else I didn't even know about. So it was just me at this point, and honestly I didn't know what to do, so I basically just took one more toke, then I said, alright, peace out, and they went back inside. So me, I was nervous, I was shivering in my boots. I knew where the bongs were, but I knew if they were gone the next time they came out, they'd know it was me. So I had to make a choice here, guys. Ditch this shit, this whole plan I had spent hours working on, or just fucking send it. Fucking send it I did. So I had a buddy who was waiting for me in his car by the sports field, and he was gonna essentially pick me up once I copped this, because it's a long ass walk back to town. So I walked down the street, pacing back and forth, debating how I was gonna walk up to the back door without looking sus, without even knowing if anyone was gonna see me walk up and leave, because it's like this big driveway and you could see anyone who's pulling up. So I called my friend and he said, yo, I'm not picking you up unless you get me a bong and my girlfriend a bong, along with getting myself a bong because I fucking needed one. You know, aside from getting revenge, I needed to upgrade. So I said, you know what? Fuck getting you a bong. You're not doing shit but driving me. I can just walk. I said, fuck it. Look to the left. Look to the right. And I just quietly walked up to the back door. It was dark, so I had to use my phone light. And I just found the biggest bong I could, which ended up being a 36-inch red-eye tech bong with 3 honeycomb perks. Really fucking good, by the way. Opened up my backpack, tried to fit this shit in without making any noise. I had to tilt it too because it was massive, barely even like fitting in my bag. Tried to see if I could get another one. Realized there was no way that was happening, and zipped my bag back up and peaced out. My heart was literally like just thumping in my fucking chest. Like it sounded like a fucking drum. Like, I don't know, that's just the shit I remember most from that whole time. Anyways, I left as quick as I could. Called my friend one more time to see if he would just be a kind soul, because he said he'd drive me for free beforehand. And it wasn't like really until now that he said, you're not coming unless you get 3 bongs. And he's just like, go back and get the others. And I'm like, there's no way this is gonna fit in my bag, dude. But he didn't give a fuck, so I said peace out and set out walking like 4 or 5 kilometers back to town. Ended up getting back to town, went to my other friend's house, whipped out this bad boy, and we had a fat sesh. But halfway through, I started getting spammed by messages from this bitch. Just fucking like calling me names and shit, and just like saying, yo, I know you like have my bong and stuff, but I just kind of ignored them all. But somehow my school found out all this shit happened. Why they'd ever care, I have no clue. But in case you couldn't tell, my school administration were a bunch of fucking queers. But yeah, this shit's getting long, so I'm gonna split this video into 2 parts again. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. Check out my SoundCloud link in the description. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good fucking day today. Peace.
You know my plug selling drugs to zest. Lithium in my veins, I need a blood test, yeah. Why you walk around with a helmet? 12s on my feet, you know they velvet. 50 cal bullet, I ain't talking pellet, not paying rent, but I'm fucking your tenant.
B&E and a double cross you in the center. Rear and a motherfucker right to his fender. Rolling down the street with Supreme on the sweater. Grouping on your Uzi probably make you feel better, bitch. Shit.